How about Kansas? That was good.
You lost two seniors and key starters this season. Who steps up and fills those voids?
I don't know, but we have a lot of, good prospects. We had a good recruiting year. We had a couple of terrific kids sitting out. We still have some quality kids coming back. I don't think you'd ever replace our senior class. They were really special kids. I think we benefited from Matt, leaving us with the kids that we were allowed to coach, so that really helped. But I think we have some experience coming back, and we need to be better because our schedule is pretty challenging, and I think that's exciting.
You mentioned the kids that were sitting out. A bunch of your players have talked about the impact the transfers can have for you guys, in particular Shemi. What do you see from him? What can he be for this organization, for this program?
I think he can play. He's a great kid. He wants to get better. I'd be surprised if Jordan and Shemi, don't have an immediate impact on our team. They're going to have to, because we lost Cannon and, we lost Shanique, and those kids, I don't think you could measure their value. So we're going to need some people like Shemi and Jordan to step up. But they've both been well coached, and they both have had time to adjust and be around here. And I think we're going to be pretty pleased, when they do have the opportunity to play.
What do you think Nick can take away from this experience?
Well, I think, I've been texting him back and forth, but all the things that I say, he heard from Coach Self. And I think that was a good thing. He reminded me of that in numerous text messages, that he got the same message. So now he doesn't think I'm the only devil out there. And then playing in such a high-level competition, has to help. I believe, we have 6 more kids going away, after summer school, and, that's always a great experience, playing against high-level competition. But the things that Bill values, I hope we would value here, and I think Nick saw that.
When you see Emmanuel having success in Summer League already, he's playing pretty well. Do you have a similar type of pride as one of your former players as if you were watching somebody you coached as well there?
Oh, I smile because all the people I told him to take first now are probably saying maybe that old guy does know something. I called everybody. How can you fault, the kids that went before him? They're all great, but I felt if he was here, we might have won a national championship, and I was convinced he'd have a chance to be the first pick in the draft. Now that he went 7, I don't think it really matters. I think he's in a great situation, and I'm just proud of him. I think of him as one of our own. When he decided to come here, he helped our program immediately, just by giving us credibility, and there was no doubt in my mind that he had a chance to be a star on the next level, and I'm hopeful that happens.
All of the seniors off of last year's team have gotten opportunities in the Summer League to compete and perform. What have you heard about how they've been doing over the summer? Well,
Yannick, I think, was invited back to the Clippers. There's a chance that he might go to Europe. He's had a lot of opportunities. I think Ryan played on San Antonio. He didn't get to play a lot, but at least he got that experience, and I'm hopeful that he'll have an opportunity overseas. Nick Russell's got moved up to the Division I in Germany. Sean's gotten a job. I think he's going to be a high school coach, which I'm thrilled. And Cannon's going to get numerous opportunities overseas. So that's kind of fun.
Coach, with all the craziness going on in the NBA with free agency and DeAndre Jordan, are you kind of glad to be removed from the NBA right now?
No, I mean, that's the rule. You know, they got to sign at 12:01. You know, kids change their mind all the time. I feel bad for the Mavericks, but let's face it, the Clippers got him to the point where it's worth all that money. They had a lot invested in him. So why not keep trying? I would venture to guess everybody would have done the same thing. You know, I'm a Dallas fan now because I'm in town, and they got Matthews. Pachula is really underrated. They had a great draft. They got a great coach, great owner. You know, you move on. But the league ought to think about changing the rule. You know, but I see college kids committing in football all the time and changing their mind. You know, now the NBA, half the kids that are playing are like college-age kids. So it's something that, you know, you got to be disappointed. But lo and behold, Darren Williams shows up. That's not bad.
So Cuban said he thinks it's one of the stranger things he's seen happen in free agency. So would you disagree with him?
No, I don't necessarily disagree, but I know a lot of these so-called players waiting for the 12:01 to sign have already made up their mind, and there's a lot of reasons why, because people have done things to work behind the scenes, maybe with an agent or two. So before you blame anybody, you ought to look at yourself first. But the bottom line, the rule allows you that 8 or 9 day period to recruit players. So why would somebody be faulted for trying to keep their own? You know, to me, you know, it's unfortunate, but because Dallas is so resourceful and it's such a great place to play, they end up with Matthews and Pachula and Darren Williams. I mean, I'm probably missing a few, but I know they'll bounce back. I know they'll be in good position to get better. They have an opportunity to continue to grow. The Clippers, where would they be without Jordan? You know, they couldn't have recovered. You know, so why shouldn't they do everything they can to try to keep him?
Larry, do you ever allow yourself to look at the progress you've made over the years, the last couple of years that you've been here? I was talking to Marcus earlier, and he said it's crazy, just the culture, the school, the way that the players are looked at on campus. Have you allowed yourself to think about the progress the school has made since you arrived on campus here?
I can tell when I walk down Katy Trail. You know, people kind of recognize you, and the nicest thing is they talk about how proud they are about how our kids play and the way they represent the school and the pride they've taken, the fact that, you know, we've become kind of relevant. But, you know, this school has such potential. You know, when you're in a state with the Spurs and the Rockets and the Mavericks, and you're in a city with Dallas, you know, and all their professional success, it helps, and there's so many great players around here. And this is such a great school. I think we all felt that the opportunity to be good was here if we did a good job. We still have a lot of work to do to get better. But I think having the students, you know, excited about our team, I think is the most important thing so far for us.
Coach, you decided to promote Jerry Hobby to full-time assistant coach. What went into that decision?
Well, I mean, it's always great to reward people in your program that have been loyal and done a great job. I'm sick about Uric because he was phenomenal. But by moving Jerry up, it gave us a chance to reward everybody else. Jay Duncan and Sean Stout both had opportunities to go to other places to coach, and they wanted to stay here, and we could kind of move people around in different positions. So, and when I got the job, Jerry was the only one that kind of kept everything going after Matt left. Jerry and, Lil, our secretary, were the two people that, allowed everybody to kind of hold the fort. And so it's nice when I always laugh about coaching waiting. I'm so blessed to have Tim, but everybody that coaches with you is in waiting if you do a good job. And the best thing you can do for your program is to be able to reward people that you're involved with. And that happened with Jerry and all the rest of them.
Larry, what does Marcus need to do to be able to have the season you think would be considered a success for him?
Well, it's been a success so far, except in the classroom. And he's working real hard this summer, and I'm proud of him. But he's lost weight. He's becoming more of a leader. I just think Marcus just got to make it a commitment to be the best. Be mature enough to know you just don't do it by saying you're going to do it. You do it because you work harder than everybody else, and you utilize the gift that you have. And I think he's trying real hard to do that. Everybody all right?
We're good.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.